Hi students, yesterday we seen what is matter and what are the basic properties of matter, like types of matter and their properties. Nothing but the matter, what are the states of matter, how many types of states of matters are there, as well as how we are characterized properties of matter based on shape as well as volume. So here we discussed yesterday three types of states of matter. There are three states of matter. What are they? Like solids, liquids and gases. So these properties we are differentiated yesterday by shape and volume. So once again I am repeating that, just I am remembering here. So what is shape? I mean fixed shape for solids, liquids, gases, how the shape is and how the volume is for the three states of matter here. The first, solids. Solids are having fixed shape. Solids are having fixed shape and solids are having fixed volume. Solids are having fixed volume. And next, liquids. Liquids are having shape based on what? Container. Based on container shape, liquids are having shape. But according to this, liquids are having definited shape? No, liquids are not having definited shape, but shape is depends on container. And next, go to the water. Volume. Liquids are having volume? Yes, absolutely, liquids are having fixed volume. And the final one, gas. Final one is what? Gas. Gases doesn't having fixed volume and a fixed shape. There is no fixed shape for gases. There is no fixed shape for there is no fixed shape for gases. There is no fixed volume for gases. So these are the properties yesterday we discussed. Today we are going to discuss more two properties. How these two properties vary these three states of matter. In that first one, yesterday we defined what is compressibility. What do you mean by compressibility? Compressibility states that anything, that capacity of anything that flattened or reduced size by the water applying pressure. So if any object or anything, if you are applying some pressure on to reducing the size, consider this chalk piece. I am applying pressure on this chalk piece to reducing this size, and maybe it is possible, for example I am going to compress this, maybe it is happened. So that thing showing compressibility to us. So let me explain that deeply. And next property is next we are defined diffusion. So what? Diffusion property also yesterday I given definition. So what do you mean by diffusion? The diffusion is nothing but the intermixing of substances. The intermixing of substances by the natural movement of their particles. The particles, what are the two substances are there? The two substances of particles are intermixing uniformly. That phenomena is called as what? Diffusion. That phenomena is called as diffusion. Let's see about them. What is compressibility? So what is compressibility? What is compressibility? Let's define once again that. The capacity of anything, the capacity of anything reduce its size, by applying pressure. By applying pressure. This is a definition for compressibility, easiest definition. So the capacity of anything reduced size by applying pressure called compressibility. So how compressibility vary for the three states of matter? How these compressibilities vary for three states of matter? Let's see, first of all, let me give you one example, one activity here. So disposable syringe. So you are having a very familiar experience with that. So take one disposable syringe. Just drag the water piston of that syringe. So you know that. Maybe in hospitals, maybe you have seen this disposable syringe. Now take the example of this disposable syringe. Now drag this piston by using your finger. Close this nozzle. So just we are dragged like and close the water nozzle. Now you just try to pull this piston inside. Is it possible to move inside? Do you understand what I am saying? You just drag like that and close the nozzle and apply the pressure on that. So apply pressure on this piston. Is it moving or not? And next, instead of air in this gap, when we are drag that piston down, and that time some air is occupied in this area. Air is occupied in this area. At the time you are closer nozzle. So there is no path escape to water outside when you are applying pressure. And the second case, instead of air, I am filling with water. So what is the empty space here have? What is the empty space have in the syringe? I am just filled with water. Now I fill it water. And do like close that nozzle and apply pressure. Do you observe any change between air and water? Now in the third case, in third attention, instead of water, use some wood powder. Take some wood powder and fill inside and apply pressure on that piston. So what the change do you observe while doing these three attempts? The first we are done with air and later water, and finally we are done with wood. So in these three cases, air, water and wood, in these three cases we did these three. What is your conclusion? So what changes do you notice here? So I noticed while doing with the wood, it's very difficult to apply the pressure. There is no movement in piston while applying a lot of pressure on that. It's a constant. Up to where you are fill that wood, from up to there is no movement of piston over there. Go to the water. Compared to wood, somewhat better. I mean somewhat we are observed. It is somewhat movable. And go to the air. It is better than these two. So overall, what is our conclusion while doing this? So air having compressibility more than water and wood, and water having compressibility rate greater than wood. So these compressibility rates are similar or different? Absolutely different. Air having some compressibility rate and water having some compressibility rate, as well as wood having some compressibility rate. Nothing but air, water, air, liquids and the solids are having three different kinds of compressibility rates. So here, why compressibility is different for these three states of matter? To explaining that, we need to understand what is the arrangement of solids, particle arrangement of solids, and what is the arrangement of particles in liquids, what is the arrangement of particles in gases. Let's see about that. So consider one solid. In the arrangement of particle in solid, very close. The particles are arranged in solid very close and tightly packed. So arrangement of these particles are very tightly packed inside the solids. So this is a solid arrangement. Just take the example, examine that. So one solid, the particles are arranged like tightly packed. There is no space, there is no gap between the water particles. There is no gap between any particles here. And that is what, if you are apply some pressure on this, like how you are applied when you are filled with wood, when you filled with wood, when you are applied some pressure on that, the piston is not moved. The piston is remain constant. Why? Because there is no space inside to compress. What I said, according to definition, the capacity of anything reduce size. I am just making size. I am just reducing size here and making size less here. So, but it is possible for solids. No, not exactly. Size is not reduced. For example, chalk piece. Take the example of chalk piece here. Chalk piece is a solid. Best example for chalk piece. When you apply some pressure on this chalk, when you apply some pressure on this chalk, I am applying some pressure. Is it changing that size? No, not happens. Why not? Because the particles are in the chalk arranged very tightly or packaged. There is no space between these particles. The package is arranged very tightly. The tightly packed particles are present in solids, and that is what compressibility rate very poor in the water solids. Compressibility rate is very poor in the solids. Got it? Why compressibility rate is less in solids? Because in solids particles arrangement is tightly packed. There is no space between water and any two particles. There is no space between particles, and that is what compressibility rate is very less in solids. And go to the next one. What about liquids? I examined water here. So go to the water liquids. Let's see the what arrangement. Let's see the what arrangement of liquids. Particles arrangement in liquids. So, and that is arrangement of water liquids. Now tell me, is there any empty space between? There is a space between particles? Absolutely, there is an empty space between the water particles here. And that is what, when you are applied some pressure on liquids, when you apply pressure on liquids, so is it, the possibility is to showing compressibility to us. So if the possibility is there to showing compressibility, that means liquids are compressible or not? Compressible. Liquids are water compressible. Why? Because if you are applying pressure, the size going to reduce. The size going to reduce. So let me give you one example. How size going to reduce? You just fill some water in water bottle. Take 1 liter of water bottle and fill with water. If you are applying pressure by the sides, does water bottle shape is going to change or not? Somewhat, not completely going to change. Somewhat we are observing some changes happening there. So liquids are compressible. Liquids are water compressible. According to definition, the size is reduced by apply the pressure to the liquids. So liquids are showing compressibility property to us. The last one is air, nothing but gas. Nothing but gas. Let's see about arrangement of particles in gas. Particle arrangement in gas. So look at this picture. So there is lot of empty space. So much empty space is present. Particle number is less rather than the water space. Particle density is less than the water space here, and that is what, when you are applying pressure, gases shows the water much compressibility rate. Gases shows much compressibility rate. How? For example, inflate the balloon. If you are apply some pressure on the balloon shape going to change completely. And now consider so here when we are applying some pressure on gases, if you are applying pressure on gases shows the water much compressibility rate rather than liquids as well as solids. Why gas are showing more compressibility rate to us? So because gases are having much empty space between particles, and that is what gas are easily compressible. Gas are water easily compressible. So let's see what we are completed. Apart from compressibility, the three states of matter having different compressibility rates here. So here gases shows high compressibility rate, liquid shows intermediate, nothing but not liquid shows the water, it's greater than solids and less than liquids. Nothing but shows less compressibility rate than liquids, shows more compressibility rate than solids. And next gases. So gases having poor compressibility rate. Poor compressibility rate, showing less compressibility here. So this is about compressibility. So that property also differentiating three states of matter. The three states of matter having the water different compressibility rate. Let's go to the definition. Diffusion. So what is diffusion? Let's see. So why gas stores in cylinders like LPG cylinders, CNG cylinders? Why gases stores in cylinders? Because that cylinders are highly compressible. That is what gas, LPG gas or CNG gas, any gas can stores into the water cylinders only. The reason behind that, why we are storing gas in cylinders, because of that reason we are storing in cylinders. Cylinder can compress the water much gas. Even this consider one room. The room also having the water much area. That's what air is spreading throughout the room. That occupies complete room. For example, I place a chalk piece here. The chalk piece occupies what is the expected volume of this, occupies that much volume only here. But gas are not like that. If you releases 1 liter of gas to here, that the gas can occupy entire room. So that is the reason why gases doesn't shows a fixed volume to us. Understand? So go to the diffusion. So what is diffusion first of all? So let's see the definition of diffusion. The intermixing of substances. The intermixing of substances by natural movement of their particles. their particles. So this is a definition for diffusion, the intermixing of substances by natural movement of their particles called diffusion. So how diffusion varies? Three states of matter here. Let's see: solids, liquids and gases. Does liquid shows diffusion property? Does solid shows diffusion property? Well, gases shows diffusion property. Let's take the examples and take some examples about solids, liquids and gases to understanding better how diffusion possible on these three different states of matter. First thing is a small activity you can take here. Yesterday I told you to add pinch of any color, pinch of food color, anything to the water. What happens? The water color going to change. What happened here actually? So what is definition is stated as? So what is definition is giving information to us. So definition is giving information about substances, nothing but any two kinds of substances. Any kinds of substances are going to intermix when we are adding both of them. What happening here? The particles are occupies space in between them, and that is what diffusion is taking place here. So let me give you one example here. Take one beaker, and along with some amount of water. So I am just consider some water inside the beaker. Now add some granules of food color here. So what change do you notice here? So slowly the color is spreads throughout the water liquid. After a few minutes we observe the water color going to change. For example, I added orange color here. After a few minutes the complete water surface turns into orange color. So is it dissolved? Do you having do you know that differentiation between diffusion as well as dissolution? Does it dissolve it? Does it diffuse it? We can use that words familiarly. Okay. So orange color, that completely the water color changes into orange color. So what are the reasons behind how that color is changed here? So let's see. Here liquids are having empty space. In that, when you added solid particles like food granules, these solid particles are tightly packed, you know very well about. These solid particles are tightly packed. I mean there is no space between them, like. So when you are added these solid to the liquid, nothing but food color to liquid. What happens here? There is an empty space. Exist, and that time these particles are start movement and occupies the water. What is the empty space? Presents another substance. Solid is a one kind of substance, and liquid also one kind of substance. Both are different substances. When you are added these, one substance is added to liquid, so intermixing of substances, I am intermixed these two substances. What happened? The natural movement of their particles. These particles, what are the particles are tightly arranged here. The particles are starts to move and occupies the what is the empty space of another substance. So completely the solid particles are occupied. Then the color is going to change or not? Definitely diffusion is done here. Got it? How diffusion, according to definition, what is diffusion is intermixing of substances, by the natural movement of particles. So diffusion, that is nothing but diffusion. So okay, let's see how diffusion takes place in liquids, how diffusion takes place in solids, how diffusion takes place in gases. Does gases, nothing but here solids diffuses into liquids, solids diffuse into gases, solids not diffuse into solids, liquid diffuse into liquids, liquid diffuse into gases, gases diffuse into liquids, liquid diffuse into liquids. I mean nothing but this is a one kind of phenomena. We'll discuss about this on next class, how diffusion process is going on and 3 states of matter. Got it? Thank you.